Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon for anyone who is watching. Welcome to the presentation of our data literacy final project. Our team consists of Romi Riandra Siregar, Sinarjonan Prasetya Arianto, and then myself, Ahmad Raihul. As we move on to the next slide. Okay, what we are going to explain is 5 points, quite long points. First is the background, research plan, data visualization, analysis method, and the last but not least, analysis result. Next. Okay, first we start with the background. Okay, first we need to define the problem that we're trying to solve with this research and presentation. First, mobile phones are now functional tools for vital academic, social, and entertainment needs among university students. However, excessive use can lead to distractions, reduce academic performance, as well as sleep disturbances and health issues. And the last point, there is a need to understand the usage patterns as well as their impact to develop strategies that promote balanced and healthy mobile phone habits. Okay, these are the study objectives that we laid out from the report, and we summarize it in this form. First is the analyze the types of application used, the duration, as well as peak usage time. The second being assessing the effects on academic performances and health risks like addiction as well as distraction. Third, using the data literacy methods such as statistical analysis and visualization to identify trends and correlations, and the last, interpreting existing research to provide evidence-based recommendations for balanced mobile phone use. Okay, next is the research plans by Ronnie.
Okay, so in the research plan, we have the data and the source. So first, we conduct an online survey using Google Forms as the data collection tools. And then we have the data collected in this study are primary data that gathered directly from respondents. And then the data collected in this study were categorized using different measurement scales, nominal and ordinal. And last, we use differentiated variables such as quantitative and qualitative. Next. So this is just for the overview of the question. So we have questions such as how many hours per day do students typically spend on their smartphones? And then we have what is the average monthly data consumption among students? We also have how do students perceive the importance of smartphones in their academic and social life? And we also have many more. Next. For the population and sample, so we choose active university students who own and actively use smartphones because it is represent a demographic group that heavily relies on mobile phones for academic, social, and entertainment purpose. We choose 20 respondents using a random sampling approach. Next. For the sampling method, first we define the respondent criteria. For the example, active university students who regularly use smartphones. Second step, we develop the questionnaire. For the example, for the usage duration, application types, data consumption, and smartphone importance in their life. And then we distribute the questionnaire. We use this via university communication channels like WhatsApp, line groups, Instagram, and etc. And then we collect the response. This response is collect voluntary response from students that meeting the criteria. And last, we determine the final sample size, where we finalize a sample of 25 completed response for analysis. Next. Next, we have data visualization that will be explained by Jonan.
So for the data visualization, so there's the first one is the mobile phone usage durations. So we have 4 options that we choose, and most users use their phone over 6 hours, which is 65.4% of users, and showing a trend of extended mobile phone usage. Smaller groups use phones less than 6 hours. And the next one is most frequently used apps. So from our survey, we get that social media dominates at 57.7%, followed by instant messaging at 30.8%. Entertainment apps have moderate use, which is 7.7%, while learning or work apps are least used, which is 3.8%. And for the third one is the most accessed social media. So TikTok leads with 65.4% users, while Instagram follows at 30.8%, Twitter at 3.8%, and Facebook is the least accessed with 0%. So it highlights the preference for a short form visual content. And the fourth one is monthly internet data usage. So 46.2% of users consume over 20 gigabytes monthly. That is indicating high data use, likely driven by streaming, gaming, and remote work, while small groups use less than 20 gigabytes. The fifth one is primary purpose of the phone use. While entertainment is the main purpose, which is sit on 38.5%, followed by communications and social media, news or updates, which each of them is 30.8%. Phones are rarely used for academic purpose. The sixth one is the phone use interference with study. Over 70% experience some interference with study due to phone use. So 34.6% says there's sometimes interference. 26.9% says often interference, and 11.5% very often, showing a significant distractions level. Well, the seventh one is peak phone usage time. So the nighttime is the peak usage, which is set at 61.5%, followed by afternoon, which is 30.8%. Morning usage is negligible, suggesting phones are mostly used during leisure or free time. So next one is use of screen time features. While 38.8% always use screen time monitoring, while consists of 30% of 0.8% sometimes using FaceTime, screen time monitoring. 19.2% inconsistent using screen time point monitoring, and 19.2% never use them at all, reflecting varied awareness and commitment to managing digital habits. Next one is internet data recharge method. While 46.2% use a combination of data packages and Wi-Fi. 34.6% rely on data packages alone, and 19.2% use public Wi-Fi, and no users opt for app-specific data packages. And for the analysis method, we're using chi-square and t-test on one point. So there's the table consists of study objective, and then the next column is the research question, and then the scale, also the method next to it, and the analysis. The study employs various statistical methods to analyze mobile phone usage patterns among university students, focusing on application preference, usage durations, and their effect on academic performance and health. The analysis method aligned with a specific research objective and measurement scales. for the analysis result will be explained by Ray.
Okay, we move on to the analysis result. Okay, first is data analysis 1, testing about the case 1 analysis, where the relation is there is no significant relationship between mobile phone usage and the duration and variable as well. And H1 signifies significant relationship between the two. And to summarize is the chi-square test show a significant link between how people use their phone and the variable that is studied because it is rejecting the H0 as we are using the chi-square test. Next. Okay, in the second data analysis, here are the chi-square tests. Oh, as a correction as well, the method that we are using, all of them using chi-square test because there is a problem when implementing the t-test in SPSS. And to summarize the second data analysis, result indicate that mobile app usage may vary across studied variables with the chi-square signature value of 0.000, where it supports the H1 and rejecting the H0. Next. Okay, for the third data analysis, we can see that there are a phone usage frequency differs that significantly by time of day and confirmed by a chi-square signature of 0.00, indicating a meaningful association and rejecting the H0, in which in this case the significant relationship exists between time of day and usage frequency is accepted. Next, data analysis 4. Here we see that mobile phone use significantly disrupts study activities with C-square signature of 0.00, confirming H1, which is significant relationship exists between phone use and study disruption, and rejecting the null hypothesis. Next. Now you can see that the phone usage patterns vary significantly with demographic factors, supported by a signature of value of again 0.00, rejecting the H0 and accepting the fact that significant relationship exists between usage patterns and demographics. Okay, next. Okay, I think this is the last analysis where monthly internet data usage is significantly related to the variable studied, which again chi-square signature is 0.00, confirming the assumption of H1, which is association exists between data consumption as well as categorical variables. Next. Oh no, there is data analysis 7, in which use of screen time or monitoring features on phones is significantly related with the variable analyzed, rejecting the H0 again, where the H1 is accepted, where it explains that the relationship exists between use of monitoring features and the variable. Next. Okay, now we come to the conclusion of the research. We can infer that mobile phone usage among university students shows a significant patterns influenced by duration, app types, and time of day. Excessive or unmatched phone use disrupts academic focus and may pose health risks such as distraction and addiction. Statistical analysis reveals strong links between usage patterns, demographics, and internet data consumption, highlighting the diverse behavior of the participant. Promoting digital well-being, tools like screen time monitoring can help students balance mobile phone use and reduce negative impacts. Next. Okay, for the suggestion, there are 2 points that I want to point out. The study could be enhanced by incorporating more diverse sample of university students across different faculties, years of study, and geographical location, because we are only using, I think, 2020 second batch students. And future research should consider longitudinal design to track changes in mobile phone usage pattern and their effects over time. Next. Okay, as for the discussion, mobile technology has significantly influenced the daily habits and behaviors of university students. And from the findings of the study, it is evident that mobile phone usage among university students is complex and multifaceted. Okay, next. Okay, I think that is all from our presentation. Thank you for anyone who is listening for your attention, and we would like to apologize if there is any mistake that we made along the presentation. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you.